Right, Sunday check-in. This is Tuesday, yeah, right, and I'm filming this on a Tuesday, but I missed it. Tough. Let's go over Monday through Sunday. So Monday through Sunday, bought a diary so you can see. Started documenting the days, although I missed quite a lot of them last week. I have been very busy, although that's not the best excuse, but this week will be different. That is my word I give. Monday. So Monday I was training, posted my Sunday review. Tuesday, bought this diary. I was at training as well. Wednesday and Thursday, I want to say I was at training on Wednesday but not the Thursday. We were going light since I did have a fight on the Saturday, which we'll get to in a minute. Thursday, Friday, I don't have much documented for them. I was working at the Chippy on Friday. It was quite a hectic day. And Saturday, I had the fight, which I'm going to talk about before I get into the questions, just because I don't think I'll have a chance to talk about it. So, Saturday, up early in the morning, we were up about 7 AM. Got something to eat, left about 8:30, 9 o'clock, picked up Aidan and Kinross, and drove all the way up to Aberdeen because that's where the Inter Club was. I'll have clips of my fight which I'm going to post on YouTube on a separate video. There should be a link in the description if I'm savvy enough to work that out, which I will be, I'm just kidding. So 12 o'clock, Aberdeen. Got there for 12, which is when the event started. There was about 100 kid fights, so we're fucking waiting for them. And the first fight that come on, a guy fell and snapped his arm clean right in his wrist, so his arm was flopping about. Never broke out a joint, right through the bone. So that was a bad break. That was a great way to start off all the fights. After about 2 hours, we finished the kids' fights, and then the adult fights began, and they were ranked in order. So you had 30 fights total, 30 adult fights. I was number 4. Thank fuck I was number 4, because that was the first fight out of all my team. And I done good. I'm very happy with my performance. There are things I need to work on, but considering the nerves and considering the flaws I have in my fight game, I feel like I've done good. I definitely feel like I've done good. I'll insert some highlights here.
Range, good, pick them off, jab, rise, keep them off for that jab. Hey, watch your back, pause right from there, just watch the power, good, up in the floor, up in, nice, go, nice, post, grab and post, there it is, nice. Good. Yeah, walk. Short hook with the backhand. Yes, mate. Kick. There we go. There you go. Nice. Dagestani. There it is. It's in. It's in. Keep it in. Hip in. Oh, nice. Jabs there. All day long. Nice. Under. It is fast. Fast in the jab. Hey, ease. Yes. There you go. Hey, that is. It is good. Nice pull.
But to sum it all up, what I should have just shown you was I had a good few hard crosses, a good few leg kicks. I almost had the guy in a guillotine. I had him in a rear naked choke in the first round, but since it was the Inter Club, the people said beforehand that if any submissions were finished and the guy tapped, they would keep it going just so we could get the experience. So that's why the fight never stopped there, but had that been a real proper fight, it would have finished. The stuff I need to take away from this is just my cardio needs worked on heavily, my range needs worked on, and my defense needs worked on. But apart from that, I feel I'm buzzing my performance. It's probably the best high I've had in my life. Even though it was an Inter Club, it was still a fight. Me and the guy were still swinging for each other like it was a fight. If it was in the cage in a promotion, we still would have fought the same. We we definitely couldn't have fought any harder because we put it all out there. The end of it, I was absolutely fucked. I was so tired. I felt like I was on drugs, or I felt like I'd been drinking heavy. It was a very surreal feeling, but it was good. It was a good high. It was all the adrenaline and dopamine, serotonin, my endorphins, just whatever that means. All of that shit was just fucking going mental, so my brain had to catch up somehow. But going through the questions, the Sunday review questions. Number 1, how many pieces of content were posted? Just the Sunday review. I had stuff lined up to post as well, but I never got around to it because nothing. Because is a shit way to start that. That's going to be an excuse. I'm not going to create any excuses for myself. I never done it. I had the time to do it. I wasn't too caught up with the fight, but it's in the past now. I can only learn from it and I can only do better. Number 2, how many people have I outreached to? Again, 0. This week wasn't the best week for improvement. I had the fight on Saturday and I was training quite hard up until Wednesday, but there was still time to outreach and there was still time to post content, so there is no excuse. I will not use excuses, I'll be accountable. Number 3, one area of my life I can improve in. Now, I was talking to my friend about this, Cody, who's watching this. I was talking to Cody about what I need to improve on, and it's not something I would consider a regular occurrence. Oh, getting phoned. I just had a phone call there. Aye, I was talking to Cody about this and he agrees with me, but it's not a regular occurrence. It's still getting the work done when you've got something on your mind or when you've got something coming up. Like the fight, for example, that's why I bring it up. I had the fight, it was definitely on my mind, I was definitely nervous, but that doesn't mean I should just sabotage everything. That doesn't mean I should just stop doing workouts. It doesn't mean I should stop eating completely, stop drinking my water, stop doing the work. That was a bad habit, and I realised that after the fight. I realised how much of my time I'd wasted. So that's one area of my life I can improve in, is my ability to focus under pressure, especially. Focusing is one thing, but focusing well under pressure with things on your mind. I wouldn't say I'm quite familiar with that, but now I've recognised that I'm confident I could grow on it, 100%. I'm confident I can improve in that area. What made me proud this week? Question number 4. The fight. The fight, I was really happy with how I performed. I was very nervous, like I said beforehand, so was everybody. The guy I was fighting, I was nervous. Coach was nervous. All the other guys that were fighting that were up there with me were nervous. It's just part of the game. But I'm glad I went out and done it anyway. I'm glad I went out and fought the way I did. I'm glad I overcome my nerves and got in the cage. So 100%, it's made me proud this week. Number 5. Did I make my goals for last week? I need to start writing them down in my diary because I can't quite remember my goals, but I'm going to say no. I'm sure one of them was to do with training and one of them was to do with outreach, and I don't think I made them, so I'm not proud of that at all. But my goals for this week coming up now, or the week I'm in now, it's Tuesday, so I'm 2 days down so far, but get back on track, start posting more content, start posting shorts again, post another long form content, and then post the Sunday review. Build my way up to posting daily. And my second goal is outreach. Just start hammering outreach and just start hammering videos. There were 2 goals, that's it. The workouts, of course I'm going to work on them, but primarily focusing on these goals for this week coming would be outreach and posting, and that's it. Anyway, just a quick one for you. As you can see, I'm in my work clothes, I'm fucking not looking my best. Kitchen's a bit messy, but this is just a quick one, just to show you how the week's been. Ciao.